On this occasion, we're gonna be hunting with the new handguns. This is gonna be my first hunt using the Assorted Sidearms Weapon Pack. So of course I wanna test them, but also I wanna get some trophies with them. To the point where I would say that the main goal of this hunt, more than testing the new pistols, is gonna be to get a diamond with one of these beauties. In order to increase our chances to find a trophy, I decided to start up here and do a river run, because along this area we can expect to find blacktail, black bear, actually many species like moose, roosevelk, coyotes, and well, unfortunately we cannot use the new handguns on anything bigger than class 6, so if we happen to come across, let's say, a big moose or big elk, then I might use either the 308 or the bow to take it down. Doesn't seem to be anything huge there, but I guess this is the perfect situation to finally shoot something different than a tree with a 10mm. You know, I have the habit to practice constantly against trees, mainly since usually I just don't feel to go to a shooting range to test the weapons, so I just pick random trees and start shooting them at different distances until I feel it's enough. Okay, let's see. 61 meters. We're gonna zero for 75, and we're gonna go for a double long with this 10mm. That should be enough for both. The buck is down, as well as this doe, which didn't take long to die neither. And there goes, I guess, the rest of the herd, including a male that is about to die. Alright, so no problem for the 10mm. As expected, those 50 points of penetration will drop a whitetail without any issue. Perhaps not the ideal trophy, but we cannot ignore a max estimate black bear track. And as I said earlier, if it is a level 9, we're gonna use either the 308 or the bow, but if it is smaller, then we're gonna see how the 10mm does. He's down there. I mean, he has to be down there because that's his rest zone, and we're at the black bear rest time. So he definitely must be buried around that area, probably behind that rock. I haven't heard any sound, which is quite weird, but I imagine he's just around the corner right here. Oh, there he is. Level 8, sadly it's not a level 9, and that means we're gonna use the 10mm as soon as we have a chance, even though it's not ethical for black bear. I really wanna see how it does against them. I don't know where he went. I can still hear something moving, which perhaps is him, but if we stay here, there's no way we're gonna be able to take a shot, so we're gonna go aggressive here. Gonna take advantage of the 10mm and I'm gonna run directly towards where I'm hearing that sound. Oh damn! Alright. That should be enough. I wasn't expecting to see a whitetail herd down here, so that was what I was hitting at my left, and I had no idea the black bear was on the opposite side, so it caught me completely off guard. Okay, so the second shot was a double long, and although it didn't die quickly, this 10mm seems to be a decent pistol to defend yourself against the occasional bear attack. Of course, as long as it ain't a bear you wanna have with the best possible metal. One of the main advantages of the 10mm compared to pretty much any other weapon in the game is the high hip shot accuracy it possesses. It makes it a really reliable handgun for hip shooting, which combined with its 15-round magazine capacity makes it probably the best pistol in the game on its own class. Actually, I'm yet to shoot an animal from the hip with this handgun. I mean, as always, I started practicing against trees, and I figured that the safest distance to go for a hip shot is definitely 25 meters or below. And I know that it might not sound like a lot, but a high hip shot accuracy at 25 meters is not bad at all. We're gonna attack this guy. Let's see. And we got a battle. That was nice, perhaps not the most conventional way of hunting, nor realistic, but you know we need to keep trying new things in order to keep enjoying the game after so many years. We got a double long on this guy and the bullet went exactly where I aimed. At 10 meters though. That is a decent size herd. Okay, piebald though. We could consider it the first trophy of the hunts. On this occasion we're gonna use the 45 Rollstone. Just will make a few calls to get her on a better position. Getting closer to the ideal range, she is completely broadside, so I'm a 0 for 75 and I will go for a double long. Alright, we should have hit both longs with that. In fact, we got a double long and also deliver. Nice penetration at 76 meters, and although it ain't the best handgun for class 4, it is still a good option if you wanna try something different. Oh, look at this. A max estimate coyote track. Potentially a level 9 and the perfect target for the 243 Cuomo. Maybe the chance of it being a level 9 ain't too high, but a big coyote is a big coyote. Alright. It's a level 9. 56 to 62 estimate, quite promising. And now that we know it is a diamond potential, I wanna do something special. I know that it said it was a perfect target for the 243 Cuomo, but just imagine how cool it would be to hip shot a diamond. So you know, even though it's really risky because it's a small target, I would simply love to drop this guy with a hip shot. And of course using the 10mm because it's the one with a higher accuracy. I decided to reset the time and go back to the rest zone he has right here. And I just found his track again right there, which is a great thing, because once we get to a zone, the trail is gonna let us, or more like give us a really good idea of where he's buried. Okay, he went in that direction, and now we are pretty much inside the rest zone. So we gotta be careful, since he might be resting just a few meters away from us. Need to get some full cover to be safer. Alright, he knows we're here. I can hear him walking, but I cannot see him. The good thing is that the wind won't be an issue. Could be better, but it's good enough. Okay, he's still alert. And where is him exactly? Oh damn. I hate to say it, but I just heard it running. It ain't over yet though, because I feel that he'll want to come back to a zone, and that certainly opens the possibility to intercept him the moment he returns. Oh, he's there. And he's coming back. Now I'm getting nervous, to be honest. I mean, the shot we're about to attempt is everything but safe. I'ma say it now because there is a high chance we mess it up. But let's be optimistic and let's focus on getting as close as possible. That's gonna be the key on this situation. Let's see. There he comes. Time to get ready. He's gonna walk right next to us. Come on. Let's go for it. Whoa! We got him. Even though I almost pressed the right mouse button by accident, we still managed to get a viral. 57.75 diamond. That is our first ever diamond with the 10mm and our first ever trophy with a hip shot. Very nice. Not quite sure if that is the big rack. I don't think so, it seems to be the small one. So that certainly decreases the chances of it making diamond, but still I would also like to hip shot this guy. Except that this time I would like to use the rollstone. It ain't as accurate as the 10mm on that aspect, but as always if we manage to get close enough it shouldn't be an issue. And luckily there's another here at closest zone, so we could use it to make a practice shot right before going for the level 5. Let's see exactly how accurate is the hip shot on this handgun. At let's say something around 15 meters. We can expect it to be consistent. I mean, on this situation the shot might hit high, and the next time it might hit anywhere around the crosshair, although luckily not too far from it, because I mean the rollstone doesn't have a high hip shot accuracy but it's not too low neither, so we can certainly expect some deviation on a random direction, but hopefully not big enough to make it too hard to hit the long of a blacktail. We got a viral. That was a beautiful shot. The animations of these handguns are amazing, and the accuracy wasn't an issue this time. Okay, that was barely a single long and we were extremely close, so it really hit far from the crosshair on this occasion, and that means we'll have to be really careful when shooting the level 5, since it's impossible to predict exactly where the bullet will go. We are getting closer to a position where we saw the level 5 the last time. Hopefully he's still there. That's a level 3. And there is the level 5. Definitely the small rack, the small level 5 rack, not even half and half, so I would say there is a good chance he trolls unfortunately. We are still way too far for the hip shot, so gotta get closer, ideally below 20. Let's see here. Alright, still a bit too far and he's also attentive, so I'ma use the collar to cut the last mirrors. He's coming in fast. Oh boy. I couldn't ask for something better. That's absolutely perfect. It's time to take a shot. That's it. We got a viral. Now time to see how big it is. Oh come on, it's a troll. Well, that's sad, but at least it was a good hip shot.